You ready for the clap?
Yes.
All right, this is the ceremonial clap to get in sync. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good.
Very good enough.
Audio is synced. Sunk. Okay, and
Syncing.
going live in this Facebook group over here. Okay, all right. We're got a lot of big news stories to talk about, everybody. Good morning, Periscope. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Okay.
Twitter.
We're streaming around the world today here on News AF.
Casting our stream
Around the world. Around
All right.
the world.
All right. We got an hour of hard news coming your way. All right, here we go.
Almost too hard.
Almost too hard. Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back here once again to talk to you about the week's most interesting news stories here in the final week of November 2018 here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Live from the Action News AF desk, this is News AF here with your News AF team here joining me once again to the left of me on the screen. Here he is, the great Tyson Apostle. Tyson, how are you?
Whoop, whoop. I'm good. Got into Arizona late last night from Utah. And Thanksgiving holidays were good. The trip was annoying because it's airlines, and I decided I'm anti-airline.
Anti-airline?
I would never have guessed.
Breaking news.
Oh, dude. Delta broke our stroller, and then they had the audacity to send me a consumer survey, and they're like, how likely are you to recommend our airline? And I was like, whatever the one less than the one option you're giving me is.
Do you
1 to
think
5.
Anybody has ever said, yes, I would recommend this airline to a friend?
Maybe Southwest. That's the only one that's ever been recommended to me.
Oh.
Maybe they should say, do you have any enemies you would recommend this airline to?
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. That would be good.
Flip it around.
Smart.
So I was like, no, I don't recommend air travel to anyone. It's annoying. But the bigger thing that was weighing heavily on my mind the last week and a half or 2 weeks is 2 weeks ago today, people applauded us for such a hilarious show, which happened to also be the day, bear with me here.
You were high?
I was high. I always thought I was even keel and that drugs would have no effect on me. And now come to find out, was it me that made that show better because I was high?
Could those be considered performance-enhancing drugs?
Yes. There's a lot of questions. Should I start smoking weed to be more hilarious?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. The listeners might find you more hilarious, but your wife probably wouldn't. She might find you
would think I was chill AF, probably.
Yeah, you were on painkillers that day.
Yeah.
There's an opioid crisis, Tyson. You can't be endorsing this type of behavior.
You don't want that monkey on your back, Tyson.
No,
it's not. But what I'm saying is, is there any type of
what you should do
hemp-based product that I could use to up my performances?
We'll see. We'll see.
Wow, right. I was slow on the uptake there.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a good customer service experience.
Yeah.
By the way, did you guys notice I completely avoided Thanksgiving dinner? I ate Thanksgiving.
Yes. Let me also just introduce. This is Danny Bryson, everybody. We didn't even get to introduce you. Okay.
This guy, childhood
Finally,
friend.
A Thanksgiving fantasy was fulfilled.
Yes. What was it?
I have to eat Thanksgiving dinner. I ate breakfast items for Thanksgiving dinner, and it was delicious. Way better than turkey.
Breakfast for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes, breakfast
at
is
a
my
burger place.
No, at the place formerly known as IHOB.
Okay,
I went and got a split 50-50. I think it's called half French toast, half pancakes. And even though the meal was subpar, it was still better than Thanksgiving.
Wait, hold on. Thanksgiving dinner, you went to IHOB?
Yes. Formerly known as IHOB, currently IHOP
And your family was all okay with this?
Yes.
Oh, no. Liz was not okay. She said she was okay with it.
Okay, no. Let me tell you why. We went to my mother-in-law, who does not like to cook at all. Not even Thanksgiving dinner. Then
is my mom.
Liz doesn't cook. I don't cook. The father-in-law wanted to go to a family friend to eat. We all put our foot down, said we wouldn't go.
Yes. So was this in Idaho or Utah?
Yeah, in Idaho. So we ended up at IHOP, and I couldn't.
IHOP.
Yeah.
We've eaten out before, but we've eaten at nicer restaurants than IHOP when we go to eat for Thanksgiving dinner.
When you walked into IHOP on Thanksgiving,
Yeah, how many people were there?
Yeah, and said, "Hi, we'd like a table." Did they say, "Really?"
The lady looked absolutely upset at the fact people were there on Thanksgiving.
Was anybody else there?
Yeah, it was crowded.
Oh.
Not jammed, but there were people there.
This is a new Thanksgiving tradition you're starting.
A lot of them were young, or
millennials.
Parents with really little kids.
Yeah, hipsters who are like, "F the system, we're not going to celebrate giving thanks." And then the newlywed.
Or it was like young people coming down from their glue high the night before.
or young parents who are like, "Our kids aren't going to remember this one.
Exactly.
Let's just throw it in the garbage."
I will say, Danny, after your rant to close out last year's show, as Tyson called it, a Thanksgiving tradition, rallying people against the Thanksgiving traditional meal. People, I did see a few comments. Yes, Danny, preach, amen. Good. So there are some disciples who are following your rallying cry of do away with the Thanksgiving food.
The downside to that, it just means IHOP will be more crowded next year.
Mm-hmm. I bet they have some good pie there.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, good is definitely a stretch.
Yeah, but edible maybe is the word to use.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they have an assortment of pie.
They don't have romaine lettuce in any of their menu items.
No, that's crazy. I went to go get a salad yesterday. Nope, no lettuce anywhere. They've gotten rid of lettuce because of all the poop that's on it.
Yeah. Is that the official diagnosis?
Yeah, the last two restaurants I've gone to said we no longer have romaine lettuce because of an E. coli breakout.
Yeah, but is that definitely from poop?
I like to think it's from poop.
You do?
Well, yeah. That helps me understand the disease by being somewhat ignorant of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone took a poop, like pulling up lettuce, and then they didn't wash their hands. They kept pulling up lettuce.
And you can tell that to your kids as a scare story to get them to wash their hands.
Moral of the story, don't eat lettuce, everybody.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay.
Not until it's cleared.
Right. They've never had like an E. coli scare with Sour Patch Kids cereal, right, Tyson?
Probably not yet. But I did one of our podcasting, another podcaster, Skeptoid. I don't know if you've ever heard of that podcast. He just tweeted something about how people are making a joke about how there's never been an E. coli scare with cake. Mm-hmm. And he shared a recall with cake, how there was actually a recall with it.
Yeah, there's eggs. There's things in cake that I think could go bad.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, not
but
Sour
sugar,
Patch Kids
anything
cereal.
with sugar-based, yeah. If it's synthetic sugar-based, we should be fine.
Right. There's no organic matter in that cereal that can be tainted.
But there was a recall with Super Golden Crisp or Sugar Puffs. One of those two got a big E. coli or salmonella. That's what it was. Salmonella recall.
Okay.
So
be careful out there, everybody. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get into our top story at this hour. Of course, the holiday season is upon us to the displeasure of many on this panel. And let's talk about, everybody can't wait to get their Christmas tree up and out. But what's this? A warning. Hey, that Christmas tree that you put in your house? It might be infested with bugs, Danny.
Not surprised at all. I mean, if the tree did come from the wilderness.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
The wilderness is filled with bugs.
Yeah.
That just is a no-brainer. Of course there's bugs in there.
Tyson,
dude, I've picked wildflowers for my wife before and brought them in, and there were bugs everywhere on that. And that was just a little teeny bundle of stuff. Imagine bringing in a truckload of wild
tree, a 10-foot tall tree
filled with moths. That was just wasps and probably a hornet's nest on there somewhere.
Hornets? Oh, no. Now, Tyson, can you explain the science of this to me? So now, I know that trees grow outside and bugs are outside. So bugs actually live in the trees that people use for Christmas trees also?
Sure. Why wouldn't
Currently, there's a beetle infestation in a lot of pines.
Yeah, the pine beetle.
Yeah. You got the beetle. You don't want that.
Yeah, I can guarantee you any tree you bring from outside inside is going to have some type of bug on it.
Just me going from outside to inside. I bring in
bugs.
ticks. I bring in spiders.
Heartworms.
I bring. Did you say heartworms?
Yeah.
I guess heartworms. I'm bringing those in too.
Hookworms. Ringworm.
No, those are from going to the gym and not wearing aqua socks.
Oh, those are actually from indoor.
Yeah.
But you've always worn aqua socks since they were invented.
Of course. I've got them on my feet right now. It's the safest way. So when you handle a tree, maybe the best way to do it is spray
full body aqua sock.
Full body aqua sock, spray a ton of poisonous pesticides. So the bugs are dead, but you're slowly getting, cancer from having that.
The asbestos, you can do the asbestos.
Looks like snow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Frosted tree.
Yeah, I think it looks like a delicious sugar frosting.
Yeah. Do not eat it.
Yeah. Now, Danny, would gasoline repel any bugs from a tree that you bring into your house?
You know what? Gasoline would help, and it would definitely make Tyson's podcast better if he also podcasted from the room in the gasoline-covered tree. But there is a fire danger there because you got electricity running around and throughout the tree. It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
What about this? Buy a 6-pack of Raid and just hose that sucker down.
Okay. Also a good idea, but your house will stink until the tree can over.
Well, and also you'll die of the fumes.
Yeah. Now, do either of you already have Christmas decorations up at your house?
Rachel wants to start today.
Yeah.
I do.
You do, Danny.
You want to start today, or you have?
No, they're up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm where
okay,
we are
Rob's
fully
too.
tree is up, decorations galore.
Yeah, we would if we were home for Thanksgiving, we would already have decorations up.
Yeah.
But because we just flew in last night, we don't yet have anything. I saw a funny tweet that was making the rounds about how Thanksgiving and Christmas are so close together, and you have to see all those people again in 1 month.
Yeah.
Okay, is that the joke?
Spread it out. That's the whole joke.
Let me tell you how much my wife wanted to put up the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
The Christmas tree comes in a huge box, and my wife can barely lift like a shoe box with a big pair of boots in it.
Do I need to schedule a meeting with my physical therapist for her now?
I came home from
Danny
being
will be
gone
extra
all
funny that
day,
week.
and she had brought the box with the Christmas tree. She had summoned like that super strength that people use to lift cars off of other people.
Yeah.
She had summoned her holiday super strength and hauled the tree all the way up the stairs and assembled it completely on her own. That's how much she loves Christmas.
That's good. I admire that.
She gets one mom strength moment to
Yes.
save a child's life or get a Christmas tree up the stairs. And she chose the latter.
Yep. And she chose to use it on the Christmas tree.
Well, kudos to her, dude. That's a true love of Christ's famous gift-giving holiday.
Yeah, and all I've been listening to is Christmas music.
Oh, dude, you've heard me talk about this before. If those songs were that great, we'd be listening to them 12 months out of the year.
Oh, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We've watched it 18 times already. Wow. We have watched every Christmas special that is streaming already. And
Frosty.
It's November 27th.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you if my wife brought in the Christmas tree all on her own, a real one, and she was covered in bugs, like bugs crawling everywhere, and she would not like that, she would still have a huge smile on her face because the Christmas spirit would override the feeling of bugs crawling on her skin.
Those are humbugs, Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
All of Tyson's heartworms, all of those diseases, she wouldn't care because it's worth it for Christmas.
Dude, it is crazy. Bergen, in fairness, does watch Frosty the Snowman all year round. And so for me, it's like, well, okay, if you love it that much, then I have no qualms with it.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas is kind of like a mental illness that we all suffer from.
How so, Danny?
And it starts off with Black Friday, which to me is a black eye on America. And then it goes into the Christmas spirit where we do all these things. We talk to people. We bring gifts to people. We want gifts. We spend a ridiculous amount of money. We're just obsessed. Like we just become obsessed with this holiday. It smells, the pumpkin spice, the candles, the Christmas trees, the lights. It's just this obsession that drives everybody, not everybody mad, drives me a little mad.
What else?
And then it's like when it's all over, you're spent. Like Thanksgiving or Christmas morning, it should be a moment of joy, but you're emotionally spent.
Oh,
because you've
dude.
just gone through too much. It's like PTSD for a holiday that took a month long.
Rachel's mom starts so early out that like a
Shopping?
week before, no, just like celebrating. Like we'll get an itinerary emailed to us that will be like, we're going to see the lights on this night. We're going to see this on this night. We're doing this on this night. And like 5 days before Christmas, you're like, oh, dude, I think we're done. I think
You're exhausted. You're spent.
No, I think Christmas happened. So then by the time Christmas rolls around, you're just like so fatigued that you're not even stoked at all. Christmas is 1, maybe 2-day event.
Yeah.
Well,
so
look,
when
I'll give you. There's a song. They say they laid it out. 12 days of Christmas. That's it.
Too much. Nope. Too much.
I would go.
2
I
weeks.
would do. You have to compromise, Tyson.
You can decorate. You can decorate early, but I don't have 15 days of celebrations to go do a family thing every single day. You've got Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Look, everybody suffers from the Christmas illness at different levels, right? It sounds like all three of us are not very prone to it. Like,
We should all have Christmas together, just us three.
Yes.
Tyson's mother-in-law,
And it would be
my
wonderful.
wife, and some other people suffer from it like to a degree I can't even understand.
Oh, they love it.
They love it. It's like, and it almost, it's like a madness, right? They're always just rushing here and there, songs, music, radio, Christmas presents, wrapping, snow, Christmas lights, Christmas tree. It's like, by the time,
Like how my baby reacts to like a plastic bag going in her face where she's like shaking and trying to get it. That's how these people are towards anything Christmas.
for at least a month,
Straight.
I can't wrap my head around that my wife, 10 and a half months of the year, walks around the house and is like, this place is a mess. There's too much clutter. I can't take it. There's too much the stuff everywhere. It's making me so mad. And the day after Thanksgiving, hey, I need you to go out to the garage and bring 19 boxes of stuff in here.
And can I also spend $800 on Amazon for the kids?
Yep. Something they'll break or never
we need
appreciate.
more clutter in here now.
Yeah.
I all year I ranted about how much there was too much clutter. Now today I need more clutter in here.
I keep telling my wife, all our kids need when they're little is a nice box, and a couple straight sticks from out on the yard. That's it. They don't need any presents beyond that, because guess what? They don't even play with those. They bring in sticks and play with that way more than they've ever played with an expensive present we've purchased for them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that this article was planted by a big artificial Christmas tree, Danny?
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
I have an artificial Christmas tree, so they can't get to me. They've already gotten to me. Actually.
Yeah, bugs on your home. I could have written this article 15 years ago.
This is a
Right, bugs
no-brainer.
on a big whole huge giant bush thing that you bring in from outside.
Yeah.
on.
Here's
Bushes are prone to bugs.
Yeah.
All bushes.
All right, so here's some of the things that you can do if you insist on having a real Christmas tree.
Number one, just deal with it.
Well, they say that the good news is that if you go to a farm, they have mechanical tree shakers that will shake a lot of the bugs loose. Not all of them.
Get the kiddos under there so they can get rained on.
They say also you should shake the tree yourself as much as possible to get rid of also any other bugs that could be crawling on your tree. Also, you should check your tree with a flashlight to look for things that include bird nests, egg masses, and actual bugs themselves. And leave your tree in the garage for 24 hours before decorating.
Actually, you know what? I just realized most people put the tree on the roof of their car and drive home. That's probably enough to get rid of a ton of those bugs.
Yeah, you think that just like get it up to like 70 miles an hour, some of those bugs.
Yeah,
and then just try to
400 miles
stop
an hour.
short.
Yeah, 10
And-
minutes on the freeway.
And then also, I think if you go up high enough where it's like minus 40 to cut your tree down, most of the bugs will be incapacitated at that
So
point.
get your tree from Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to our next story at this hour. Let's talk about some better news, some happier news, maybe. Some Bank of America ATMs in Texas started spitting out $100 bills. Tyson.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose or on accident?
It wasn't on purpose, but they're saying
awesome.
that if you got any of these $100 bills, you're allowed to keep them.
I have a friend who, they should do that since they got the bailout. They put that money to good use. I actually don't know if these guys got the bailout, but they probably did.
They probably did.
Just like Vegas ATMs, the only place you can go and get a hundo out of an ATM.
You like that or no?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather carry a hundo than 520s. Wouldn't you?
You know what? I wouldn't even try to get any of this money.
Why?
Because it's just so degrading fighting over. It talks about all the fights that broke out. I don't want to be part of that. The other day I ran by a $100 bill that was next to a toilet. So I was running on the trail. And it was a dirt trail, and I ran past a parking lot, and I ran by something that caught my attention. And I stopped, I turned around, I walked back to it, and I looked down right at the same time as another guy is looking down at it, and it looks just like a $100 bill.
Okay.
And I sat there and stared at it. I didn't pick it up because I thought maybe this is a joke. I'm on a prank show.
Yeah.
Someone's wiped their butt with this $100 bill.
For sure. Jizzed all over it.
And so I leaned down to look at it. The whole time the guy's looking at me. Like, is this guy going to pick it up? And then finally I saw it. It was like copy. It said something like copy or not legal tender, but it looked very real.
Yeah.
And I thought, would I even pick that up if it was $100? And I think I'm too suspicious to pick it up. Like, if it was a real $100, would that guy have challenged me, told me that it was his? I didn't want the confrontation. I didn't want to find out I was on a prank show or there was poop on it or it was connected to a fish line. So I think that even if it was real, I still was and just it's a trap.
What's the most money you've ever found on the ground?
$20.
I had a buddy, and I was with him, found $900 on the ground.
In a wallet?
No. A wad of cash.
A wad of cash.
Yep.
What do you do, Tyson?
Well, we were at a concert, so he took it to the venue authorities like an idiot.
Yeah.
And they said if it's not claimed in a year or 6 months or something, it's yours. But they didn't really take down his details it didn't seem like they were paying attention to his details.
So they said that we'll hold on to it, and then if nobody comes forward in a year, we'll give it back to you.
Yeah. And then he tried calling them, and they
somebody came in the next day.
Yeah, they just gave him the runaround.
I found 20 at Target, and I just went up to the lady at the register and I said, I found this, and I just gave it to her. I didn't care.
Yeah. That's because you're honest.
Well, and it's
Abraham
just
Lincoln.
I just didn't want to deal with it. $900. I mean, the higher it goes up, you have to wonder who the individual was that lost it. Like here, it's the bank. The bank's spitting out $100 bills.
So you think like Pablo Escobar's coming for you if you find $900?
Hey, I saw No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
So I know how
Chapo's $900.
Yeah, but if that guy wouldn't have gone back and given him water, he would have been fine.
But that's the thing. You're always leaving evidence that you were there. It seems like you're always making mistakes. You're driving past a camera. If they really want that money back.
You don't have to leave DNA evidence everywhere you go. That's a fallacy.
So here's what's going on with this ATM. So this was down in Texas. And so word spread quickly that when somebody took out $20, the machine gave you $100. But I would think that it would be coming out of your account, right? Like if I went to this ATM and I wanted to take out $20 and it gave me $100, I would assume that I would be just getting my own money, right?
Yeah, but the person must have realized, seen what was left in his account, the first person to send out the message, and maybe someone had put hundreds in the $20 dispenser, and that's what it turned out to be. Because I'm sure you would look at it and be like, okay, it only took 20 out, but I got 100. I mean, you have the paperwork in front of your face.
So I would have gotten, dude, I could have gotten, let me do the math here. So it gives you 20s. My maximum for the day is $800.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have gone and pulled $800 in 20s out, which if each bill were instead 100, I would have gotten 500.
That's just me guessing that's
500 times 8. I would have gotten like $4,500, dude, instead of 800.
So the first person to notice this posted on social media about this. Danny, isn't that typically a bad move to post on social media? Hey, everybody, look at me. I have a bunch of cash on me, and here's where I am.
Yeah. Yeah, and also you should have just sent it to some of your closest friends or family members to avoid the fighting that broke out.
Yeah. Or just be like, hey, I got a great investment opportunity for you. I will double your money immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, how? And they're like, come to this ATM and use your card and then give me half of it. Like, wait, no, I don't want to give you half. That's where the fight broke out.
You think that's what it was? The guy sat there and was policing the ATM and asking for some kickback on the intel?
Probably.
Yeah. Again, we always have a skeptical eye here on News AF. Tyson, is it possible that this is just a commercial for Bank of America of like, hey, if I open, start banking with Bank of America, it seems like they make mistakes and give you $100 bills.
And if they do make mistakes, they're forgiving of them.
Yeah.
No, I think it was just the time of season where they were like, oh, that's a fun enough promotion. Like Cards Against Humanity. Did you see what they did?
What did they do? It's something with diamonds.
They sold like 30 things at 90% off. One of them was a $3,500 diamond ring that they sold for $35. They sold like a 5-day trip to Fiji, all expense paid, for $72.
How do they have so much money? Did that many people play Cards Against Humanity? Like, I feel like one person has the game and like 10 people play.
Well, they had that gag where they sold poop. And people spent a lot of money on that. They had the gag where they dug a pit.
Yeah.
Maybe because they don't spend any money on commercials. They just do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. So, and this whole thing was they were selling their new card pack. But it was crazy. I was like, I wish I would have known about that. I would have bought the flight to Fiji. But it was only one item. So they sold 30 individual items. One of them was like an original Picasso sketch or something. That was like worth like $6,500 or something.
Wow.
They sold it for $60. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I would have bought all of those if they would have just let me only just me.
Okay, well, let's talk about another story going on this week. All right, I know you guys love sailing, but maybe not as much as this man, who is the builder of a Noah's Ark replica, which he is about to sail to Israel.
From where?
This was built by Dutch businessman Johan Huybers, and he is going to be sailing to Israel, presumably from Holland.
I've been kind of keeping tabs on this story as he started this project and now has finished it. And I'm totally expecting him to die in the voyage, because if you look at this boat, it is the least seaworthy craft I have ever seen. And remember, let's assume that Noah's Ark story is true. They weren't sailing to any destination; they were just trying to keep afloat, right?
Yeah, these replica boat stories never end up well. They never do.
The only thing he's got going for him is he's Dutch, and they've got a history of boat building and, seafaring. And so he's got that kind of going for him. But if you look at this boat, it's going down. The first storm to come.
It's a little bit the design. He tried to sort of put a shoebox in like a bathtub. That's sort of what he's going for here.
You think it's 40 cubits long?
By the way, he raised $5 million, it says. To build.
Dude, are you kidding me?
$5 million. That boat, he could have bought a sweet yacht.
Yeah.
And
What replica BS can we do from the Bible that can get us $5 million?
Tower of Babel.
Yes. Let's do it. Tower of Babel. One of our patrons. Let's get on a Kickstarter campaign.
Well, he and a crew of 7 amateur carpenters, which again,
Good.
amateurs. He's taking amateurs on this most dangerous voyage.
100%
more dangerous than
amateurs.
Magellan.
So Johan's Ark is 390 feet long, and it's 75 feet high, and it only took them 4 years to build it, Danny.
Oh my gosh.
How long did it take Moses to build his?
Oh, wait. It says here that he's raised another $1.3 million to hire tugboats for the voyage. So it's going to be tugged all the way to Israel. That doesn't seem right.
Is he going to be in it?
He's like, hell no, I'm not.
They're not. They're just tugboating this empty vessel to Israel.
No, he is. Him and 7 amateur
carpenters.
workers are going to be there.
What they need to do is also fill it up with wild animals.
Oh, here's another part of the story.
There's no animals, Tyson.
One beast of everything should live in there.
Ideally, you should have 2, right?
Two, a male and a female, right?
Like-
unless they're frogs that can change their gender, then it doesn't really matter what gender you grab.
He says,
Yes.
we had a butcher, a hairdresser, and a teacher working here. He said, definitely not professional boat makers. Those are the people who made this juggernaut, this wooden juggernaut that's going to be tugged all the way to Israel.
Without any instructions from God?
No, that's the only instruction he got was like from a manual that
Could have been translated from
mouth
12,
like 2,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
80 different evil monks have translated into their own design throughout the ages to come to what he is
And
now,
those monks had no training in seafaring ways
or linguistics.
Yeah, so it's like they talk about building a ship. They don't know what the heck's going on.
40 cubits isn't even a real thing.
Tyson, what's going to sink first, Johann's Ark or the new Titanic?
What if they crashed into each other somewhere?
Oh, no. Well,
Oh my
let
god!
me see. I'm trying to think. If you're going from
What a day on
England to New York, right? And then
Yeah.
if you're going from Holland to
Israel.
Israel, I guess there
You
is
definitely
like
have to take a long way around somewhere.
but I could see the Ark easily getting lost.
Pushed out of this is what's going to happen. It's going to get pushed out. Nobody's going to know where it is. Then the Titanic's going to crash into what they think is an iceberg and sink and be like, oh my God.
Yep.
And then they're going to
It's Noah's
discover
Ark.
on the bottom of the ground is also Noah's Ark. And then at first, biblical historians will be like, we found the original Noah's Ark because this is exactly what it looked like according to the Bible, only to find out it's a replica.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance during a heavy storm, the tether to the tugboats breaks, right?
Yeah.
Then they lose sight of the vessel as it's either swamped or slowly drifts away. I mean, one big storm. Also, this time of year, going through like the English Channel or wherever they're going to go, it seems like that would be the most dangerous time to go.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't this ship sail to Dollywood?
I don't know. Can
Isn't
you
that
sail
the Holy
to
Land now?
I believe that's in Nashville.
Tennessee.
Can you sail to Nashville?
I mean,
from Holland,
you just park on the coast wherever's closest to Nashville and
then walk the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be the what do they call that when you take a huge long walk forever, religious walk?
Yeah.
Crawl on your knees.
You guys would know better than me.
Danny, you know the word.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm still reading this story. I'm kind of
Let's say you
blown
need to
away.
find yourself in a spiritual way, and so you decide to walk all the way across Spain.
Mm.
Okay,
What's that called? What kind of walk? What's that walk called? There's a name for it.
there is a name for it.
Some type of journey. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well,
But
maybe one of
listen,
our listeners
this
will
is
let
the
us know.
problem with this guy, right? He's put
Oh, there's a
every-
problem with him.
just one. He's put everything into this boat,
Yeah.
meaning
Mm.
money and his faith. If the
No, not
boat
his
doesn't-
money.
Well, yeah, that's true. Good point, Tyson. Good point about money.
He's probably made $2 million off the deal.
If the boat sinks, he should think about the repercussions spiritually for all the people he's roped into this Ark project.
Okay. Well,
And the people worldwide who are like, the whole Bible hinges on whether or not this Noah's Ark thing actually floated.
Some
Yeah.
people it really might hinge on whether or not this guy can get this boat.
him included, because that Johann believes the Bible verbatim, word for word, and so he says it may sound scary, he said, but I believe everything written in the book cover to cover, and the Ark is an exact copy of God's ship. And it only makes sense to take it to God's land. The reason why is that he believes that we are in the end times, and he hopes that then getting this boat to
This will buy us
Israel,
some time.
yes, that's going to help, bring more awareness to the fact that we're closing in.
It's
Dude,
it's definitely more effort than the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Look, I saw 2012. I know exactly what kind of boat is required to survive a worldwide flood.
Is it this?
No, not this at all.
A submarine?
This won't do. Yeah, part submarine, part boat.
Ooh.
Danny,
Isn't that what this is?
No, he has like a dwelling on top. It looked kind of like a big house or
Yeah.
big barn.
Yeah.
But I mean, this thing couldn't survive a roll.
okay, if the boat sinks, what is God's message to the world?
Don't try to recreate stories from the Bible.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
So you're
see.
thinking if the boat sinks, God has a message?
Rob does.
Rob.
Rob is trying to find a message.
I'm wondering. I mean, if yes, I guess that maybe he's proven some point if the boat gets to Israel. But if we lose the boat along the way, I do wonder what the message is. Maybe
The message is don't take the Bible literally or figuratively.
Yeah, I don't know.
Read it for entertainment only.
Yeah,
Especially
for
numbers in
entertainment
Deuteronomy.
purposes. Yeah,
Those are very
and
exciting.
Songs
chapters.
of Solomon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go
Songs
into
of Solomon is very sexy. It's the sexy part of the Bible.
Yeah, it's like Miley Cyrus before Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Another story from a book. Robin Hood has been reimagined
Good. We
this
needed a
year
Robin
in
Hood movie.
2018. And after a very disappointing Thanksgiving weekend opening, it's being called the biggest blockbuster bomb of 2018. The new Robin
Is this our
Hood.
movie? Is this our movie? That
Well,
we go
I'm not
see?
sure necessarily if it is terrible, but it has been the least interesting to moviegoers.
Well, you got to imagine a movie that's been recreated about 700 times.
Who wanted this? Who wanted
Nobody
this,
wanted
Tyson?
this. I think I made a joke. I was talking back and forth with Adam Rita on Twitter.
Yes.
And I think it was Adam. I could be mistaken. And who was it? Maybe it was somebody else. Whoever it was, I'm sorry if it wasn't Adam. And they were like, I was talking about watching Robin Hood with my daughter, and they were like, it's my favorite Robin Hood of all the Robin Hoods. I was like, what other Robin Hoods are even close? They're like, well, there's so many of them, and there's probably another one coming out this year, and then another one coming out in a couple years. And then we searched IMDb, and we didn't even know this movie was coming out. And also, I think there is another Robin Hood also currently being made.
Yeah,
Why?
I think Tyson is right. I
Why?
think there's another Robin
It's
Hood.
like one of the most popular stories to tell for some reason.
Because the tale of taking from the rich and giving to the poor excites everyone except for the rich who are being taken from.
But the rich are the ones making the movie.
Yes.
Here's the
Well,
thing.
yeah, that's the
This
joke.
is genius, guys. Why don't we go around and pitch a Robin Hood movie to movie executives? Make some cash.
Yeah. This is a review from Rotten Tomatoes from Chandler Levesque from Globe and Mail. Hey, it's almost as if they're stealing our money and selling it right back to us by way of another thoughtless capitalistic Robin Hood rebound.
That's good. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah. So Robin Hood over the 5-day opening weekend brought in $14 million.
Still too much.
Still too much.
Yeah.
And took over $100 million to make.
Nope, not a big enough loss for these guys.
Not a big enough loss. It is the biggest loss of the year, topping, I guess, the earlier bombs
Gotti.
of the year, which included the sci-fi film Kin, which made $9.9 million against a $30 million budget. And then we have they're also including The Spy Who Dumped Me also as one of the other big bombs of the year.
Who's in that one?
They'll recover.
Kate
Craig
McKinnon
Bryson?
and Mila Kunis.
Oh, sounds amazing.
And
Just
then-
do another. Just make all your money back. Just do another Harry Potter knockoff.
Oh, I got it. Do a
Yes.
girl version of Robin Hood.
girl version
that's
of Robin
definitely
Hood.
coming.
Okay.
Tyson, you just predicted the future.
All right. Is her name Robin Hood?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still because
I mean,
Robin's
Robin could be
unisex name.
a man's name. Is Robin Hood's name actually Robin?
I don't know, but this is what's going to happen. It's going to be Princess Joanna instead of Prince John. It's all going to be female leads.
It's all
I love
women.
it.
It's all women.
It's all women.
Okay.
The sheriff is a woman. It's all the only one that's not is Maid Marian, who is going to be made is going to be.
Why can't she also be a woman, Tyson?
Yeah, Tyson.
Okay, Maid Marian.
Maid Marian
remains the
also a
same.
woman.
But the sexy fox one from the Disney show.
Okay.
I think Tyson just wrote future scripture. He was inspired. Write that down, Tyson. Own it. I
Do
think.
you think we could file a lawsuit if let's get a patent on it immediately? Patent lawyer in the audience. Get this
But
thing
Have
copyrighted.
have
Get it
any
copyrighted.
have anything that has been rebooted with all women? Has it been a box office success?
I think they've had their successes. Yeah, I think Ghostbusters did okay, right?
Did it do well? I know people were some people were mad and it was controversial, but did it do
that
well?
was fake news. I want to say that it was profitable, which is all we're going for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think an all-female Robin Hood would be better than an all-female.
Because I feel like if it was very profitable, I feel like there would be talks of a sequel.
Well, how successful was like Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider?
But was that a reboot of something?
No, but what I'm saying is I think I picture the female Robin Hood being more of like the original Tomb Raider style, where it's like badass chicks like doing flips and shooting bows and arrows and stuff, rather than like.
To be fair, the 2016 Ghostbusters made $229 million at the box office.
That's what I'm saying.
And $144 million budget.
good.
So that is
What's
profitable.
100 million three ways?
But I don't know if they have talked about a sequel. Let's see. Ghostbusters heading for a $70 million plus loss. Sequel unlikely from August. So I don't know. Conflicting reports here.
I think that all-female Robin Hood would definitely be profitable, and I don't know why I shared this idea with everybody on air.
Yeah.
Can't take it back. It's out there, Tyson.
I better tweet it right now before somebody else tweets it.
Yeah. Tyson, what's the best Robin Hood?
The Disney one.
Disney one.
Yeah,
Danny,
for
you
sure.
on board?
Yeah, that's the only one I can remember.
There's the Kevin Costner
Kevin
one.
Costner, Prince of Thieves.
Nope, I don't remember that one. I remember
There's
only the
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes, that was also good. Carrie Elways.
Don't remember that one.
There's the old black and white Robin Hood.
It's the one with the men in tights with the Princess Bride guy?
Yes,
Carrie Elways.
Okay, I do remember that one.
Okay, what about a modern day Robin Hood? Could we do it? Could we do that?
I'm sure
I
it's
think
been
that's done all the time.
That's done all the time.
Yeah, it's
All right, so we've got modern day Robin Hood, and it's is the all female Robin Hood? Can we set that in modern times?
No. It's old timey times with bows and arrows.
Old times, women.
For sure, dude.
Is anybody excited yet?
I'm excited.
I'm
just
rarely
imagining
What about
like
Muppets? What about Robin Hood with Muppets?
No.
The Muppets, I feel like they're
No.
Okay,
Let's see.
Pixar.
Who's the baddest ass actress right now?
Claire Foy.
She's badass?
She just did the girl with the dragon tattoo thing.
Who's Claire Foy?
She seemed pretty gnarly.
Who's the girl in the
Amelia Clark? She's the Game
Night
of
of.
Thrones, Star
Night of,
Wars,
or-
Terminator.
What was the one on HBO? The kid who went to prison for murdering the girl that he didn't murder. The Night of.
I'm not sure.
Or
What about
something like
Jennifer
that.
Lawrence is Robin Hood?
No. I'm
gonna tell you
Got
right
like
now.
a Hunger
who we need
Games
for-
thing with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, not her. If only we could get some of those old school actresses, like the one from Terminator. What's her name? Sarah Connor.
No.
Or
Sarah
Alien.
Connor.
No, I'm gonna tell you who the Robin Hood is. Robin Hood is gonna be Sophia Black Delia.
Sophia Black Dahlia.
You just making that up? You just make
No.
up a person's name?
No, it's this girl.
That's Robin Hood?
Yeah, that's Robin Hood.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's Robin Hood for sure. Do you know who she is?
Nope.
I don't know who she is.
By the way, she doesn't look. She doesn't. I mean, that's not a picture that's going to really help me. No, I don't know. I don't see her.
No, she's Robin Hood. You guys are
Look,
wrong. I'm right.
I'm going to leave this to the casting, whatever, and production team. They'll figure it all out. They're going to run the numbers, see who can bring in the crowds and look awesome doing
It's
it.
her. I'm certain. I'm writing this movie for her.
Yeah.
Are you really writing the movie? Do you know how to write a movie?
Well, we're just going to follow the basic outline of the Disney Robin Hood.
Oh, so get an old script, change all of the he's to she,
and then make it real life instead of cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What about a Kerry Washington is Robin Hood?
No, I already picked Robin Hood. We need a Little John. Little Joanna.
John is Little John.
Little Joanna. You want Little John as Little John?
Yeah, he would be.
That would be awesome. So her as Sophia Black Delia or whatever, Delia, and as Robin Hood, Little John as Little John.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I don't know.
Okay.
But we got to keep the budget small.
Around 50 million.
Yeah. with a
That's easy.
tight budget.
We already have the script. Written pretty much.
Yeah.
And this is going to be this girl's breakout role.
Who's in this new Robin Hood? I didn't even know it was out. I think that maybe they knew this was coming when they just cut the advertising budget, because I
Probably
didn't see
Christian Bale.
Yeah,
one
that's
commercial.
That's how you know it's a bad movie.
They cut bait on this.
Yeah.
If you told me the name of the movie, I would just if you were like Robin Hood and then you show me this picture of an explosion in the background and this guy being like, I'm going to say Christian Bale.
Yeah. So
That's
2018 Robin Hood starred Jamie Foxx was in it.
Is this the movie where all the outfits looked modern because they were all hemmed up nicely and stuff?
Yeah,
and
it
everybody was mocking it?
Like it. Now Jamie Foxx was in it. Maybe they were trying to because they had that fox that animated Robin Hood with a fox in it. Maybe that we were trying to tap into that.
I'm tired of talking about this new movie that bombed. Let's talk more about the female Robin Hood that we're making.
Okay.
I say we move on from Robin Hood because enough has been said about Robin Hood anyway.
And we don't want to spill the beans on our new movie.
All right, we'll work on that.
Sophia, we're calling you soon.
Yeah,
you are
what-
the new Robin Hood.
Is there a tagline?
Robin Hood, unisex name.
That was okay.
Taron.
You don't like it?
No.
Yeah, the guy's name is Taron Egerton. He was Robin of Locksley.
No, Sophia is definitely going to carry this movie better than this doofus.
And
Whoa, you don't know him?
Ben
He might be the coolest guy
Mendelsohn
ever.
was the sheriff of Nottingham.
None of that rings a bell.
None of it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So sorry, Robin Hood, biggest blockbuster bomb, and also critically panned. Also, at only 17% on Robin Hood. Currently polling as the worst movie in theaters right now.
Can you guys believe that 2 years from now we'll be talking about our smash hit, all-female Robin Hood?
I think Tyson is right. I really do. I think if Tyson get a timestamp on this, I know the podcast, but I would tweet something about this and make a prediction because I think that it's solid gold.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's any screenwriters out there that want to collaborate with us, we're happy to just produce.
Yeah.
We
can raise $5 million at least to make this movie if that guy can get it to build a Noah's Ark replica.
Okay. Then let's go talk about the I don't know if this is the worst airline passenger of the week, but maybe the dumbest airline passenger of the week. And this comes from a man who did not do anything that was bad behavior necessarily, but he did have a very dumb social media post that got him kicked off of a plane.
This counts.
The man's name is Yagvedant Podar.
Okay, already. Okay, keep going.
He was taking a domestic flight in India, and then he ended up making a post on Snapchat where he described himself as a terrorist on the flight. I destroy women's hearts.
Oh, I like it. I like this guy's lighthearted Snapchat, but just not great timing.
Yeah. I feel like that he could have phrased that in a way, Danny, that might have avoided the problems, but
maybe love terrorist on flight. Like,
yeah,
he's a love terrorist.
The love, maybe, yeah. Even if he called himself, I'm the love terrorist.
Yeah. It's interesting that the last two stories we've told have been international. So greyhounding has gone international.
Yeah.
I mean, it already did. We did tell some stories a long time ago about Asian passengers being bad, but now it's spreading all over the globe.
Yeah. So this man was removed from the flight. The flight was delayed an hour. I do have to give credit to the airlines here to be able to, for this is Jet Airways, that they were able to, who was following this guy on Snap? Like, did somebody see this guy's post and alert Jet Airways? Like, hey, you guys got a terrorist on the flight. He's about
from
to.
What I know, there's not a lot of people in India, so it's easy to follow all of them if you're an airline.
Did this guy have a big social media presence?
Yeah, Podar. Maybe I should start following him. You know what's weird is that this guy was reprimanded harder for sending out the Snapchat than the guy in Pakistan who set his clothing on fire in the middle of the terminal.
But that was in the terminal.
So what goes on in the terminal stays in the terminal.
Hey, I've got a anonymous tip. There's a guy on a Jet Airways flight. He's a terrorist, and he's about to destroy the women's hearts on their flight today.
You must have some kind of
Watch
secret
out.
weapon just to destroy the women. Not only is he a terrorist, but he's a sexist terrorist.
Okay, guys, Sophia has not accepted my job offer as of yet.
What you wrote to her on Twitter?
Yeah. I wrote, let's see what I wrote.
Is she auditioning, or we're just giving her the part?
We're creating the whole movie based on the fact that
Oh,
she's
by
gonna
the
be-
way, it sounds to me, Rob, if I'm reading this article correctly, that a passenger on the flight reportedly alerted the captain's, the flight captain, after he saw the message that Podar was typing on his phone. So someone was spying on his phone activity, which is a good thing to do when you're bored in a plane. I'm always looking
But
over.
even if I see you on your phone, Danny, how do I know how to find you on Snapchat?
No, he didn't. He saw what he was writing.
Oh, he saw that. Oh, he typed in, "I'm a
See
terrorist on
something,
this
say
plane."
something. Yeah, he was
Yes.
following the rules of see something, say something.
So it's good to be looking over people's shoulder.
Yeah, unless they buy that thing from Heimlicher Schlemmer where like it blocks your screen, so no one can
privacy screen.
the privacy.
There's a
that
good
thing
commercial
is,
for that.
That thing's $800 at Brookstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if
Or
someone has it on
a
their
Sky Mall only?
that could be a Sky Mall only thing. But if someone has it on their screen, you'd have to wonder what are they trying to keep from me? That might also be a reason to report somebody.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Should those things be allowed on planes or only on a Greyhound bus, Danny?
Everyone on
You don't
the
need it
Greyhound
on the
bus.
Greyhound bus.
No,
They-
because they're sharing their filth with the world.
Yeah, it's all scat films. What are those called? Snuff films.
What?
So.
No. Let's just call them scat films.
That's on
film.
the in-flight entertainment on the Greyhound bus. It's on the system. You don't need to bring your own. Tyson, that I know we're talking about all women in the Robin Hood movie, but if Michael B. Jordan wants to be a part of this, that can we write in a part for him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Are you guys going back to Robin Hood? I thought we had moved on from Robin
Rob
Hood.
just
Or
had
does
an
it
awesome
hurt us
idea.
from a marketing perspective?
No, I think Michael B. Jordan and also the childish Gambino. What's his name?
Childish
Donald
Oh
Glover.
yeah, Donald Glover.
So we have Donald Glover and Michael B. Jordan in Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Now you're squeezing out the women.
Yeah,
No, you
this is,
can't-
No, but
you know,
they're
we're
not.
we're losing our messaging here. I think that
No.
if it's one,
No,
we can
one
have
of
one
them-
guy.
One of them is Sir Hiss. Let's do Donald Glover as Sir Hiss.
No.
And-
Here we have one male part, but we lowball both of them and say like whoever accepts first. Michael B.
You're
Jordan.
You're not getting either of those guys for lowball. Why are we still talking about Robin Hood?
Do you think
I
they should
would
be
rather
Sir
talk
Hiss,
about
though?
Podar.
Princess
Attack on
Joanna's.
women's hearts.
Are they Princess Joanna's right-hand man, or are they somebody else? The evil sorcerer that's in the basement of the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even in the Disney film.
Here, Danny? What about this? What if we use the line from Podar here? That's a line in the movie where the sheriff of Nottingham is like, "You're a terrorist. That's what you are." Like, no,
You're
I am a
destroying
terrorist.
women's
You're right.
hearts.
I am a terrorist. I break everybody's hearts.
Okay, yeah, throw that line. Throw some. Give Podar something.
I already have 3 likes on this tweet, guys.
Oh wow, it's blowing up, just like the movie will once it's made.
Yeah, and one of them is from me. I did that to pad the stats a little bit.
That's okay.
33%.
Could Robin Hood
increase.
be on social media where Robin Hood she's stealing the likes and retweets from the rich and giving them to the poor?
No.
To create
No.
new influencers on Instagram?
Yes.
We already saw what happened to the Emoji Movie. I feel like this would be a cousin of that movie. It would do just as poorly.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like breaking into Facebook and taking all the
Hacking.
likes from big business and then giving them to all of the people that are like have raising
Any big
awareness
business
for
that is
the
paying for
common people.
advertising.
Guys, have you seen how badly Facebook has been beaten down? Remember, we
I love it.
speculated about the
I love
demise
it.
of Facebook
For
all
years.
summer and for years. And I really feel like they are circling the swirling waters of the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
They are slowly imploding.
Could Donald
They're-
Glover play
good.
Mark Zuckerberg in the movie?
Are we already writing this movie, guys? One movie at a time.
I don't
It's the
think
same
Donald
movie,
Glover would
Danny.
agree. I don't think Donald Glover would agree to play someone so evil.
He could play the bad guy.
Okay, fine. I know he could, but he's more of a hero, isn't
Yeah.
he?
I'm telling you right now, we've talked so much about this movie, I won't see it.
You'll still see it.
No, I won't.
You're going to be at the premiere, bro, when it's like a movie created by Tyson Apostle with small creative efforts from
I've
from
never
Robert Sesternino
Yeah.
and a negative reaction from Danny Price.
No.
I'm inviting you to it
I want you to
prove you
remember,
wrong.
I fully supported this idea.
Uh-huh.
And I
Yeah.
told you it was going to happen. So I've always supported this idea.
Okay.
I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Now, in Robin Hood, Princess of Thieves, can Bryan Adams remix the theme song?
100%.
Of course.
Or you could have somebody remix it like
Childish Gambino.
Or
no,
Snow.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, wow.
Mhm.
Could we get her?
Or Imagine Dragons.
Oh, well, Tyson, you have an in.
And yeah.
We can get Imagine Dragons.
Okay. All right.
Everything I do,
Why don't we just have you cover it?
do it for you. Look into my eyes. You will find what you mean to me. How was Bryan Adams ever a thing?
He was just the right guy at the right time. He's
Just
what
that-
America wanted and needed.
Can you imagine just pretending like you have diarrhea all the time every time you sing a song?
What? Is that what he did?
I mean, look at my face and listen to my voice. Look into my eyes. You will find.
Are we still on? Is this still a show?
Yes,
All right.
I've been trying to.
Sorry.
that.
Sorry. Danny's trying to keep...
So hard. I can't do your job for you, Rob. I am not Rob. All right.
But when I have a great idea, of course, it's going to overpower everything else. And
It really
I'm
did.
not high today, so we can see if I'm better high or not by comparing this show to the one 2 weeks ago.
All right. We've got to get towards DBH. But first, let me take a moment and thank one of our sponsors. And those are our friends over at hairclub.com. Hairclub.com. Just like Tyson gets all of his confidence from his flowing hair, hair can be important for people's confidence. Sometimes one change can make all the difference. Hair Club knows this, and they're inviting you to become part of the Hair Club family and to find out how you can get the most out of your hair to change your life. Of course, Hair Club is the leader in total hair solutions with a legacy of success for over 40 years. Whether you're looking to revitalize the growth of your own hair or to learn more about the latest proven methods for hair replacement and for restoration, Hair Club's professionally trained stylists, hair health experts, and consultants will craft a personalized solution, just like we're trying to craft a story for this movie, to ensure that you feel your best and get the most out of your hair. See for yourself just how powerful great hair can be. Tyson, how powerful is it?
Dude, confidence is the #1 fashion accessory of all time, and hair will help you attain that fashion accessory.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's all true.
go to hairclub.com/RHAP for a free hair analysis. And free take-home hair care kit valued at over $300. That's at hairclub.com/RHAP for a free hair analysis and a free hair care kit at hairclub.com/RHAP. Experience your hair and your life at its best only with Hair Club. I'm certain you will love the club. Okay. All right. So let's get into, do we have time to do the song this week?
I don't know. We may skip it, or maybe I could make up a new song and then have Danny go into it.
Okay.
D-B-H. D-B-H. Okay, now you start, Danny.
Sounds like a football chant. I'm not saying. Go, Rob.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
Yeah.
A nocturnal.
Who sings that song? Bryan Adams?
Even better.
Brianna
Yeah.
Adams, his daughter?
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. That's Brian Adams' version of that song.
Oh, I would never listen to that. But
You
Tyson,
just got to pretend like you're squeezing a turd.
has an angelic quality that I could listen to all day long.
Yeah.
Brian
'cause
Adams,
that-
he's a Canadian, right? Like Snow? Is he
I
the
don't
Canadian rap
know.
superstar appearing at Sex Island?
I don't know where Brian Adams is from.
Guys,
Yeah.
Rob,
Yes.
you've probably had this situation before. Tyson, I don't know if you've ever had this, but
Is it about a full-time job, 9 to 5?
no.
Okay.
Imagine you've just put your kids to bed, your boys. I'm sorry, Tyson.
Oh, yep. Already not had that.
And they're sleeping peacefully. You're in their room. The lights are down. You're just
Wait,
checking.
why
on
are you in there? Okay.
You're just checking on them because kids sleep like perpendicular to their bed. They sleep with their heads hanging off.
They fall off the bed and fall
They're
asleep.
terrible at like
Or
doing one of the most fundamental things that you need to learn as a human is how
Stay
to
in the bed.
and stay in the bed.
Oh.
So you check on them. You're sneaking out of the room. You don't want to wake them, and then all of a sudden, you feel the sharpest pain in your foot that you've ever felt. You've
Lego,
entered-
Micro Machine.
you've entered like the seventh
Shopkin.
level of hell.
Shopkin. Shopkin, I think it's soft.
You've stepped on a Lego,
Yep.
right? And it is so painful, and
Everything is not awesome.
the world goes red as your anger
With
just
rage.
spikes with rage. You try not to curse out loud because your kids are asleep, and waking them is almost as bad as stepping.
And
on.
is it going through your mind that maybe it's a scorpion, or is that just
It
where I
could be a
live?
scorpion, could be you're stepping on a nail that somehow sticks up like Home Alone.
Uh-huh.
So you stumble a minute to recover, and then you step on another one, and it's almost as if it's got to be close to giving birth in terms of pain, just the sheer pain on your bare feet.
That's a losing battle, Danny.
Could be, but I'm just saying it's up there. And now science, finally, the Smithsonian Institute has taken to understanding the science of Legos and Lego walking. And something I learned this week is that Lego walking is exploding as an activity at charity events.
Lego walking?
Instead of walking on hot coals.
Yeah, so some of the people who do hot coal walking and glass walking say
Have
that
switched.
walking on Legos is worse than both of
Mhm.
them. in terms
So
of-
what? You get like a whole pile of Legos, smear it out into a walkway, and people walk barefoot across it?
Yes.
Can Tony
yes.
Robbins teach you how to walk across Legos?
Yeah, so this mentions Tony
This is
Robbins.
extreme reflexology, bro.
30 people were injured at a Tony Robbins event walking across hot coals, but 100% of participants would be injured if they walked the same distance on Legos. That is a certainty. And that's actually what the story is about how Legos, if you do coals right
Mhm.
and you walk quickly enough, you won't get burned.
Yeah.
It's just the physics of it all. If you do glass, because glass has a tendency to move, so you can walk on glass because it kind of gives, but a Lego has a big FU built into it. It's super
Yeah.
tough and it does not give. So it applies maximum pressure at a fine point directly into one of the most sensitive parts of your body.
And it's probably got BPAs. It's riddled with BPAs.
Yeah, so you're getting all that good plastic. But people are actually going out of their way to walk on Legos, and it's exploding as an activity.
Building up an immunity.
Why is this, Danny?
Building up an immunity.
No, you can't build up an immunity. There is no building up an immunity. That's one thing that is mentioned over and over and over again. It talks about the guy who broke the world record for the longest walk on Legos.
2 steps.
No, it was something like 2,700 something feet. And they asked him, how did you prepare for this? And he said, there is no way in the world to prepare for walking that
just do
far
it.
on Legos. You just do it. And when he was done, he had bloody feet. He had to be seen by a medic, and he had bloodied feet. And he sounded like he was seriously hobbled for this world record.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Even looking at that picture just makes me wince in pain.
yeah, and that's the crazy thing is that just stepping on one. Could you imagine stepping on them constantly for almost a half mile?
How did you?
Dude.
Who lined up a half mile of Legos? Or
I
were
heard,
they,
I heard the floors of Guantanamo Bay are all
I was gonna say, or
stacks
did
of
they?
loose
Did
Legos.
they have to walk in my house?
It was a square. So they built, I think it was a square, and he just sat there and walked around and around and around.
Dude, this is awesome. This is what The next, guys, I got another business idea. A puzzle room, an escape room, where they put you in a corner, but the whole rest of the floor is just jammed with loose Legos. And you have to put each Lego together to build a walkway to walk across the floor. Otherwise, you're going to have to loose Lego it.
It makes me wonder why we've never seen this in a Saw movie. Like, I thought the part where the girl had to reach her hand into the hypodermic needles.
Oh, God. Or where the dude had to cut the piece of skin off the back of his neck.
This is on the same level. Like, if you want to live, walk across. I've removed your shoes.
You have 20 minutes.
You have 20 minutes to get to the key. It's like, I would rather die. Just incinerate me now.
Oh, the Saw movies are the worst movies.
So I brought this up because I was shocked to find out that an event that I would consider traumatic is being voluntarily recreated at activities all over. And it's exploding as an activity.
Yeah.
So maybe next time News AF gets together, we should put together a nice stretch of Lego walking.
Lego walking.
I mean, maybe after eating a bunch of Tide Pods and swigging down a nice earthy Tide box wine.
Yes.
Maybe that numbs the pain.
I think you got to drink a lot of Tide before you'd want to do the Lego walk.
And then you want to
Liquid
squirt
courage.
ghost pepper juice onto the open wounds of your feet.
Okay. Good. Well, then I think our Saturday's booked.
Yeah. Danny, would you rather walk across Legos or go see the new Robin Hood movie?
How far am I walking on Legos?
I'd say a quarter mile.
No, I think
way.
a step. I think 2 steps.
2 steps.
But like a full room of them.
I think that
a ball pit. You got to get across like a Showbiz Pizza ball pit filled with Legos.
Would that be worse though? Because a ball pit would have depth. That's the part that you can't.
I think it would be worse.
Give.
No, you want some. Your whole body is going to be swimming in these points, bro, and you got to do it naked. But nobody has to watch, so there's no shame in being naked. It's just that your your vascular D and everything's going to be pricked by these.
Yikes!
You know what? Okay, yeah. I'll do it. I'll swim the Legos to avoid the movie.
Okay, starting a Kickstarter right now.
All right, get it all signed. I honestly, Tyson, I think swimming the Legos would not be as bad as walking the Legos because you're distributing your weight throughout your entire body,
like a Scrooge McDuck.
No, but I think you're wrong because the least sensitive part of your entire body is the bottom of your feet. So now imagine your back meat.
Let me hear you say that when you've stepped on a Lego, Tyson. Tell me
I've
that
stepped
it's the
on
least
Legos.
sensitive body. Yeah, it is not the least sensitive. There's something about the contact with the Lego that makes it the most sensitive part.
Okay, now lay down with your entire body weight on a Lego on just the middle of your back.
But I'm laying down on hundreds of Legos, not just
You're
one.
wrong. You're wrong.
Okay. All right, we'll see. Danny is up for the challenge.
Okay.
The News AF
Next
challenge.
Live News AF in Toronto.
Everybody bring like 10 Legos from your house, and then we'll put it in the bathtub, and then put Danny in there.
Yes, 100%. This is your next challenge at the next Live News AF.
Okay, yes. If we ever do another live one, I did the ghost pepper. Now I'll do the Legos.
Everybody just bring like a
But you
Ziploc
don't
bag
have
of
to be
Legos from your
naked
house.
because there'll be people there. You can wear a Speedo or something.
Speedo.
Okay, yeah. I'll wear my American flag Speedo, Tyson.
Okay.
Oh my God,
right.
I think this is going to take off.
Get the drone ready. All right. So we learned so much here today about your Christmas tree, about the
new blockbuster in 2020,
ATM, the new blockbuster, how Lego blocks can bust you also. So much going on. Tyson, do we have any reviews that you want to get out there?
No, not today.
Not today. All right.
We'll do one next week. Because remember, I got a hard out.
Yes. All right. So great job, everybody. Lots of fun. Follow at Danny Bryson on Twitter, at Tyson Apostle. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today for News AF and Scott St. Pierre, who put this all together. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. We did it, guys.
We did it, guys.
Yes.
Oh, we said it at the same time. We can play that together.